Welcome back to episode 2 of IB Explained, and we're going to talk about secrets I wish I knew before joining IB.
Alright, so...
Alright, this is a good one. Let's get into it.
Alright, so first of all, some classes don't have any tests.
Which is amazing.
That was such a surprise for,
Yeah.
I think, a lot of us. I think maybe, 2 classes had tests.
I think in English we had literally,
One test.
Yeah,
Psych,
we didn't have
none.
any.
History, none. Math, I did. Spanish, a couple, but it was only,
they
3
they
a quarter.
Weren't, difficult exams.
Yeah, they were just, quizzes.
Yeah.
Because she needed grades. Yeah, it depends on your classes, but a lot of them have 0 tests. They're more, focused on your work.
Yeah, it made it nicer because, then those who aren't as good as test takers,
Yeah.
they were able to have a chance at, getting better grades and not having a stress about tests.
I think...
But rather actually learning from those tests.
Yeah, I think the science classes generally have a lot of tests.
Yeah, science.
They also have lab reports too, so at least chem does. Does bio have lab reports? You don't do the same kind of labs though.
No.
I
We
don't
do
know.
a couple labs, but not I don't think to the same degree as you guys.
Yeah, so that's fun and exciting. Yeah, just look out for that. 0 tests. That's a pretty big part of it. And then we did kind of talk about the EE already. So, let's talk about your advisor.
Oh, yeah.
So, you pick a subject. At Venice, at least, it's history, psych, or English. And I think you can do art history as well. But you have to be in those classes to write about them. You can't just, do art if you're not an IB art. So, and then your advisor is, except for English, I think it's typically your teacher. English, you kind of get, someone random.
English was random.
Do you have someone random? You have Miss Jones?
No, I have Miss Jones.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm one of the only people.
Yeah.
Because not many people did English too. I don't
Yeah. But, yeah, so you meet with them every once in a while. We already talked about this, EE, though, so.
think. Yeah. We can talk about CAS.
Let's talk about CAS.
What we're doing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
actually what we're doing.
This is what we're doing this for, actually.
So, I don't know if you know, but there's an IB core with CAS, EE, and TOK. We talked about the EE. TOK, I think we're talking about that in episode 4. But, so basically CAS is creativity, activity, and service.
And so basically there's 2 things called CAS experiences and a CAS project. CAS experiences is anything that you do that is new to you or that you feel like you learned something from. You're going to record it and it's going to be logged as a CAS experience. And though you kind of have to have a lot of those for what does it end up for?
I think it's 50 for each one.
50?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so
I don't know though. But honestly, you could bake cookies and play. It's not
something
stressful.
Yeah, something stressful. Something very simple. If you went to a fair or something, you'd be like, I went to a fair, and you would describe, put in a picture, and then put in whoever was supervising you or that can provide proof or whatever that you were there.
Yeah.
And then a CAS project is what we're doing right now. We're doing this project this podcast for a CAS project, and basically you have to have all 3 elements of creativity, activity, and service. So our creativity is the podcast itself. Activity is we're doing the podcast, and service is we're providing you guys with information about IB. And I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, so the biggest thing that I struggled with CAS, I think, was I never put my CAS hours in. So that's something that's on my to-do list this summer is to put them all in because you have to. It takes a minute to upload them. Yeah, just
it's kind of like an extended essay sort of thing. If you forget that you're not doing it, then
it's weird because there's no due dates either.
Yes,
so.
no due dates. So you have to. What did they suggest?
I think it's 1 a month. You have to do
1 a month
for Venice at least.
Yeah, so they suggest you do 1 a month for you to keep up with.
You're probably gonna have to do more though.
Yeah, definitely more. But just so that you don't forget to do it because it is important at the end of the day. So,
yeah, that's all.
I'll
for
expect
CAS.
to get C's.
It's okay. Oh, we have the EA and the IA.
Oh, wow, you skipped. All right.
You want to talk?
The IA.
So the EA.
So
you guys have been
I remember on the first day of school, everyone was talking about all these EAs and IAs, and they were throwing out
It was confusing.
all these letters. So
There's a
It was a lot of like I don't know. So basically, those are just IB's tests. Like in an AP test, you just take one. In IB, you take multiple, which I think is good for a lot of people. I like it because like if you just do bad on one of them, it's fine. Yeah. IAs are assessments that you do in your class. Like for psych, we did our own kind of like experiment.
Yeah.
And then our EA would be like our actual exams. Yeah, so I don't know. I did a history IA and we just wrote a paper. So it kind of depends on the class. Chemistry, we're doing an experiment. I think bio's doing an experiment too, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your EA is just like your regular AP style assessment.
Also expect to work on your IAs for a long time.
Oh yeah, it's like a month-long process.
Yeah, process. Don't wait until the last minute to do it.
But yeah.
Everything else, don't procrastinate on it.
But yeah, don't feel bad if you're a little overwhelmed the first week of school. They're gonna throw a lot of stuff at you that you're not gonna get.
Yeah, a lot of people waited to do their IA for psychology, and I remember sitting in Spanish class, and I already had.
Oh my gosh, yes,
I
we
had mine
submitted
finished.
ours early.
I submitted mine during when it was due, but everybody else waited until the very last
remember
minute.
that.
And I remember everyone was sitting in the back of Spanish class.
Yeah, the
stressing
Spanish
out.
teacher was like yelling at them.
It was
That's
not a
pretty
good day
funny.
for some people,
Mhm.
but you know,
Yeah.
just don't procrastinate.
Well,
Don't do it.
just do it.
All right.
Next.
Expect to get C's.
True fact.
That is true.
You go into it thinking that you are the smartest person
Mhm.
alive, and
Yeah.
then you get humbled really quickly.
Yeah. It's okay to get like bad grades on your tests every once in a while too. Like I know that I did not do so good in some of my
Yeah.
classes, and I was still able to get like grades that I would have gotten last year, like in a normal class. So it's okay to get those kind of C's. You can talk to your teachers too. They're typically pretty open about it. They'll like talk to you whenever.
It's a pretty
Yeah.
good way to like make sure you try harder, because I know going through school, if you're a gifted kid, quote unquote, then you are going to have that kind of ego where you think that you can get A's on everything and without having to try as hard as other students. But
IB definitely
going
challenges you.
IB definitely
Yeah.
challenges you, and so when you get those C's, you realize that everybody else around you is getting those C's, and so you realize that you have to try harder. It's preparing you for real life and for college and for everything in your future. So I just think that that's one really good thing about
Yeah.
IB. It's preparing you.
The majority of like IB kids are like straight A students, and I don't think the majority of them got straight A's last year. Like let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get a B. Like
Yeah.
it's if you haven't, it's your time.
And your GPA is still gonna be good at
It's
either way.
yeah, literally.
It's still fun.
The only thing that counts is the end of the year.
Yep.
So as long as you can bring it up, you'll be fine.
Yep.
Okay, so one thing cool about IB is a lot of classes don't have midterms, but some do.
Yeah, some do. I know chemistry had a midterm
Yeah,
for us personally,
mhm.
but I don't know about other.
Bio like kind of did. We have quarter tests. but
Yeah.
It acted
Yeah.
as a midterm.
So don't expect a midterm, but I would say maybe one or two,
Yeah.
which is better than like typical classes
Yeah.
anyway. So most of
And
them don't.
just if you're scared about a midterm, ask your teachers
Mhm.
or check your syllabus.
Yeah, check the syllabus. Yeah,
for
for sure.
any dates about midterms or anything, because normally they'll say dates for midterms.
You doing, girls? Anybody want to come pet the bees?
Sorry.
We'll just edit
We
that
got
out.
the
Okay, back on task.
Anyways, okay.
Yeah, so just ask your teacher. You're probably not gonna have a midterm, but that's it. And then, one of our favorite surprises this year.
Yes, that's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, so you do like a TOK little exhibition, like a little project. You write like a little essay.
It's very simple.
It's so easy.
Yeah,
It's like
you
900
are-
words.
It takes like literally.
It's a good introduction. It's a good leeway.
It is good, yeah. And then once you do that, you have almost the entire fourth quarter to like do whatever you want. It's fantastic. We just did like homework.
It's like a study hall, literally.
It's really
Study hall,
nice.
I'm not quite sure what senior year has for us.
Yeah,
in TOK.
we'll let you know, but we're not sure about that
That's a
one.
Dated.
future us problem.
I don't know if they're like. I don't know if they're gonna have us do like more work or another assignment. But
I've heard that it's like half the year you're done. But
Really?
who knows?
Okay.
Who knows? Okay, I'm gonna let them talk about the next one. They would know. It's
Oh, music. Okay.
Yeah.
So
IB music.
So a lot of the art and theater kind of aspects of IB are not going to be inside of school. I know for us personally, we're both in band. So
Yay.
we have band first period
Alright.
and we just play like it's a regular band honors. It's for an honors credit. And then after school, since we're not having a full IB schedule, we take an extra IB music class. And we had it every other Monday.
Yeah.
Every other
Sometimes
Monday.
it's
Sometimes,
off, but
yeah.
usually.
But that's what we had to do. And it's kind of like, it was really kind of like you're doing this, you're learning
yeah, it's
all
very
yourself.
Independent. And
Very
if you just kind of
independent.
walk through the content.
Yeah, I know our teacher was the same as our band teacher, and he kind of
Mr.
just went through the
Winslow.
textbook, and we kind of just read through the textbook, and then kind of did like these journals sort of thing. So it's very independent.
And
You're
don't
learning.
procrastinate on the journal.
Don't
because
don't
you will
do
cry
that.
about it.
But then normally theater art classes are going to be very project, not so much exams. So like I know next year we're gonna have like a lot of projects like composing our own music sort of thing, and so instead of like taking tests and like EAs like that. So yeah, that's basically it for
Yep.
music.
So yeah, if you sign up for music, you're gonna have to stay after school. That's basically.
Moral of the story.
Yeah. Oh, we kind of talked about math classes already, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah, we did. How our classes.
Yeah. So you can go back and look at that. But it was in episode 1. We talked about how some math classes have more credits than the others, and I think we're gonna talk about that more in our like schedule episode later. So let's move on to diploma program versus career programs.
So
Career program is if you're in engineering.
Yeah.
medical.
Yeah, I would recommend someone career program over diploma program if they know what they want to do. Like, if
Yeah.
you have a plan of your career after high school, that's for you. Especially if it's
personally,
like,
I do not know what I'm gonna do yet.
yeah.
And that's kind of like been like a stressor on me, but sorry, they're like distracting me. The what was I saying?
Diploma program?
The diploma
Yeah.
program is definitely for those who
You don't have to know what you want to do.
Yeah.
strive to go to college, strive to
Mhm.
do and to be prepared for college, but they're not really into like an engineering or medical major.
Yeah. You pretty much take those like basic freshman classes, you get them done with.
Yeah,
So you don't have to do them in college.
exactly.
And
And also there's I know going into IB there was like a stigma around the CP program being easier than the DP program,
Mhm.
which is totally not true. It's not true at all. I think they're both equally
yeah,
difficult
yeah.
because the only reason why people think that is because the career program doesn't have you taking all IB classes. You can take some APs, some other classes.
Mm-hmm.
You can do an internship as well for a period.
Yeah.
But I think that's why people think that the career program's easier,
Mhm.
which we had a lot more people go into the career program this year than we did
Oh,
the
yeah.
diploma program.
Probably like double the amount,
I
to
would
be
say
honest.
we have 30 in the diploma program right
Yeah.
now, and then a lot more in the career program. So.
Yeah, but like these kids in IB are higher level students, so they're obviously going to fill up the rest of their schedule with like AP and
Yes.
whatever. So
Yeah.
don't think that CP is easier. If you're thinking IB and you're like CP sounds easier, it's only half. It's really not. It's don't go on into that thinking that it is. Just pick the one that works for you based on what you want to do. So
Only if you're really striving for an engineering.
yeah, if you know
Future
like you're gonna
or
be a
medical.
doctor, like you want to go into the medical field, that's for you.
Like personally, I want to go into computer science, but I mean, I'm still wavering on it.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, thanks for listening. That was our second episode.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.